Hey, what's up? Alright, so now we're doing something a bit different. We're having a little bit of an interview with my friend Oliver, who's an artist. We're gonna have a little bit around the studio, and we're gonna delve into the mind of an artist. Fair enough. All right, let's delve into it. So, Mr. Artist, what for you defines art?
Art is self-expression. I mean, there's no other way to do it. You can give some random, very long, hour-long kind of round up what art is, but for me, it's just, I was never good at very much, especially as I was younger. Couldn't really play sports, wasn't really a great academic kind of guy. But I always enjoyed doodling. Just doodling, didn't do fine art, just like, in maths, going to the back of my book and just drawing random crap. And I loved it. So for me, that's where it kind of kicked off. I said, why do doodles? You can take this further. It wasn't easy to begin with, but I kept going. So for art, for me, it's just my way of saying, this is what I do.
Okay. What for you makes a good artist? Well, like, what makes an artist great, or even good?
There's a lot of different types of artists. The kind of artist I don't understand and I really don't like is this kind of artist. Like, guys, this is my work, kiss my ass, I'm great at it, thanks. I actually prefer the artists that actually can't talk about art. They go, I paint, I don't know much about it. I know a few people like that, and it's more interesting watching them paint than watching them talk about it. Because I find in 20th century art and 21st century art, particularly with the YBA, things like Damien Hirst, Tracy Emin, they can really weasel and bullshit a lot about stuff which isn't necessarily what their work is. I mean, they could draw a tomato and go, this is the meaning of life, and then they'd give you a good explanation for it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a lot, I don't think. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's a view on that.
So who are some of your favorite artists, like contemporary artists or artists of all time?
My favourite artists, basically who actually kicked it all off, were two artists in particular. First of all, Henry Matisse. I mean, his use of colour is why I use colour. It's why I don't just go, graphite or something. I mean, colour to me is underliningly important. For me, colour is more important than form itself. Colour is atmosphere. It's just emotion. When I look at colour, I get a sense of my brain of maybe a past memory or something. For example, purple might remind me of quite a rainy day sometime, or bright kind of like pale peachy reminds me of days on beach, something like that. So I think colour's just massively important. Henry Matisse, Lucien Freud. I just like the way his painting is. I just like the way how he as a person always stuck to his guns. I mean, he only really changed his style twice, and that was natural, from a very fine kind of thing when he's young to a very grainy kind of impasto, for me, an actual beautiful, like thick, raw style, which was in his later years until he died in 2011. But other artists that I enjoy looking at are Nick Leopard. He's a Canadian portrait painter, absolutely fantastic.
I've heard of Nick Leopard, yes.
Look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, another guy is called Luke Dixon, does line drawings. Great, I mean, really just great to look at. And graffiti, a man called Joe Monk, who does kind of like Francis Bacon, another great artist, does kind of Francis Bacon-like paintings in spray paint with a modern twist. So you'll get like a kind of portrait with a snapback cap on and this kind of rustic, wavy style, and it's just, it's nice.
Okay, so take me through the painting process.
Okay, so first of all, find an image. Image, I find, as I've painted more, it's become harder to select an image. As in, when I began painting, I just loved it. So I was like, gotta paint, don't care what I paint. I can paint dead bodies, I can paint flowers, I can paint people running in the street, I don't care. But now I realise it's actually more hard to select an image. This is a one-off. I mean, there's no real reason why I selected her.
thank you.
There's other ones back there which have sentimental value or something.
Okay.
So that's set the image. Then just do a base. This is one I'm working on now. Yeah, it looks like a blue wrap, but this is how I start basically. Very simply, 2 tones mixed up. Image drawn. Then just add detail, add detail, add detail, add detail, add detail until it comes up something more like this. And then the hair, I absolutely hate doing, so I do a base layer, which is this, and then I'll put the highlights and details in it.
Why is the hair hard, or why do you hate it?
Because I'm more interested in the face, and for me the hair is just shrugable. I don't appreciate hair like some artists do. I know some artists spend years and months trying to get the hair right, effective and realistic, but for me it's just face. Eyes are more important.
Okay.
Focus on my face.
Okay. And you said you like to incorporate colours into your painting. Is that the case here? Is there anything personal in these colours?
There's not anything personal, but when I started this, I knew that I wanted to get it more realistic. And obviously it wasn't these colours, like the eyes weren't blue, the hair wasn't like kind of fluorescent, more fluorescent colours. But it's quite a vibrant colour colour scheme was going into this. And the reason I didn't do the basic, just flesh colours, is because I knew I was going to spend a long time on this, and I thought I prefer to spend more time on this with colours I like, because then I won't get bored with colours. That's basically my painting process.
Right, so how about a tour of your area, or your part of the studio?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, obviously, the main music where I do all the painting, and then back here we have kind of this round things, just images of paintings, from other schools, books, some weird like drawings from life class.
Okay.
Under here I keep all my life class stuff. This one I'll just show you from this week. I'm going from like a Matisse, very like
Okay, that's nice.
confident lines and then over there we have so come on in. Got one painting I'm studying on history of art. Kind of again it's
Okay, what do you like about this one? 'Cause that's very colourful, so.
yeah, colour obviously. I like the way it kind of comes together like a tree just flowing through, creating so much like a main focal point. The orange underneath here I love, just like the kind of dotting kind of points
Okay. Okay, so to end off with, is there any advice you'd like to give to people your age or younger trying to break into art school or art college or art in general?
3 quick things. Okay, first of all is always stay strong, always believe and you'll always succeed. Second of all is passion, just have it and just love the thing you're doing. And lastly is don't worry about the future in art. So don't worry about the future because it will come soon enough. So focus on the here and now and do as much painting as you can, as often as you can.
Thank you. And to end off with, is there any social media that you are on, maybe, as a way of representing?
So there's Tumblr, one I enjoy most. So it's la-hug.tumblr.com and Ollie's art.tumblr.com and Facebook.
Good. Thank you very much for your time, Ollie. All the best with it. Perfect.
So hey guys, make sure you hit up Raymond Carago on YouTube, like and subscribe, and also Sugar Ray Media on Facebook. Just like and